are in the energy of love. How's love working for you today? Well, we're going to talk about love and how love is expressed in so many ways. How do you show love? How do you like to receive love? And how can you create the energy of love? Because I know many of you who are watching, one of your number one questions is, love, love, love. When is love coming? How am I going to create love in my life? I've been missing that significant other. I so want something more. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, and we're going to be answering your questions here on our Sunday Fun Day. I am SarahSpiritual, and we are so glad to have you here sharing with us. We've got some new gadgets that we're working with. We're always trying to up our game for our connection with all of you. But the most important thing today is your heart. That energy of love. So everyone just take a nice breath. And I want you to simply say, I love me. There's nothing wrong with loving you. A matter of fact, you have to love you in order to have the life you want. So we'd like to hear you say, I love me. So since we can't hear all of you in the social media land, then do us the favor. Drop it in the feed wherever you're watching us. YouTube, Facebook, I'd love to see I love me. Because embracing all of you, the magnificence of you, the wonderness of you, the beauty of you, the strength of you, the courage of you, the creativity of you, the power of you, the infiniteness of you, there's so much of you. And the complex intricacies of you, I can talk, I swear, all those things that are going on within you, that flawed self as well. Yes, imperfectly perfect, that's what we are. Because we're navigating and mastering our personal issues, inhibitions, our own feelings. We are learning to govern our thoughts and our emotions. But the strongest force that we can use, everyone, is the power of love. But love doesn't always come easily. And love does not always lend itself to every circumstance and situation that we're in. Sometimes it just doesn't seem possible. But we have to find that heart space, that energy, that connection, that warmth, because that is truly our connection with Source. So if you're just joining us, drop it in the feed, I love me. Let's flood this feed with I love me. Because in the in of you is the out of your connection. We go in to give out. If we do not go in and we give out before going in, you get yourself in a whole lot of trouble in your relationships. Now maybe some of you can relate to that. So if you've been in those relationships that have, well, perhaps interrupted your passion and purpose because you picked a partner who was not aligned with you and you ended up feeling out of sorts? Well, that happens all the time to us, but we're attracting people who just don't fit the bill. They don't fit the right connection. So we're attracting not from our heart space, not from our inner knowing, not from the inness. We're attracting from the outer experience that has programmed us and conditioned us to give out more than we receive, and we have to be able to have an equal exchange. So what's your level of exchange? Is it 50-50? Or is it 20-80? Or is it 5% to your 95%? What is the level of exchange? And do you know the best way to connect with someone? And do you understand how to recognize people showing you that they love you, even if they don't speak the same love language as you do? There are people in this world who express love in different ways. A lot of that has to do with their upbringing. Some has to do with what they desire. So they look for that. And when they don't receive that, they walk away, they end the relationship. Because everybody wants to be connected in their heart space. Everyone wants to feel as if they are loved. Everyone wants to feel as if they are in the energy of connection with someone. We are meant to be with a partner. We are not meant to be alone. And I know you can put it in the feed. Some of you are saying, but Sarah, I've been by myself for a while and I'm not liking it. So we have to go in to go out. And we're going to do that today. We're going to go deep, deep in. And we're going to understand how you love and the importance of love and how love truly is your force that creates. Do you remember your first love, your first connection, the person who made your heart sing? Perhaps that was an easy expression for you. Perhaps it came naturally and easily and flowed. It had that newness and excitement. But then perhaps that love relationship didn't last. Oh, and then what does it bring up? Those feelings, those emotions of not feeling loved or worthy or good enough. And then we begin to disconnect and we find ourselves not being able to attract because we're attracting from the place that's wounded and hurt and disappointed. Now perhaps you were the one who ended your first love relationship for whatever reason. But we all remember that first time we felt that butterfly in the pit of our stomach, that I can't stop thinking of that person, that feeling of connection. Perhaps you even had a feeling before you met the person that you were about to meet someone. So many of you on the feed will say even just that you met someone that you had a feeling you were going to meet. Now, was it you who attracted them, or was it just your knowing it was coming? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because you met them. But we all have this wonderful ability, this wonderful gift to connect to the universe and know what we need to know and follow our prompting and trust that someone is there for us. What's that song? There's somebody watching over me. Someone to watch over me. We always want to know that someone's looking out for us, that someone has our back. And we also want to know that love is strong enough that that person's willing to fight for us. We want that partner who's willing to fight for us and we're willing to fight for them. To stand up for the love and believe that it is exactly what we want and create the ability to make it be everything that it can be. And that takes time, commitment, courage, dedication, and it takes a lot of love. You have to come from the place of love to create that loving relationship that you desire. And love requires the ability to sometimes put someone else first. Not always. So many people I talk to think that loving someone else is putting them before us all the time. Then somewhere along the line, I would imagine that you are not honoring yourself. Sometimes people say to me, oh, but Sarah, I do everything for them. But that's not necessary to have an equal loving partnership. And perhaps your love language is that is an act of service you like to do for other people. But what if their love language is not an act of service or gifts? What if their love language is physical touch or words of affirmation? What would you do then? You see, we have to understand the person that we're choosing to select as our partner and recognize their needs and understand how they express love. But before you can understand how someone else can express love, you need to know, how do you express love? Do you like to give love in ways of acts of kindness and service and doing something nice for someone? Do you like to express love in physical touch? Do you like to express love in words of affirmation? Do you like to express love in the way of giving someone gifts? How do you express your love? And then how do you like to receive love? Very often we fall in love with someone who doesn't speak the same language as we do, and then the relationship becomes very problematic because we're always asking them, do you love me? And yet they say, I tell you I love you, but I show it to you because I do this, this, and this for you. But because you like to hear it, because something inside of you wants to hear that, it doesn't feel like they love you. Maybe some of you can relate to that. Maybe some of you have, in an ability to show someone we love them, gone overboard in buying them gifts or running 1,000,000 errands just for them so that they would know that we love them. But what did you receive in return? The one thing I've learned, especially connecting with so many people across the globe, is that you can never convince someone to love you. You can never win them over, wear them down. Love that is built on that platform, that foundation, is not a solid foundation. And you will be disappointed. Love is a choice, pure and simple. And when love comes upon you, you will always love someone, no matter what. There will always be a spot in your heart for the person that you truly love, or the people that you've truly loved. Now let's talk about how many people you have in your lifetime on your list of people you can fall in love with before you run out. Some people think there's only one true love in this lifetime. You have choices. And some of your choices are based on your need to learn and grow in the energy of love and the connection with Source. Consider each relationship as a up-leveling of you and a reflection in the mirror of what you need to notice about yourself and how you can experience love at its fullest. Love does not have walls. Love is free-flowing. Put in the feed, I love me, because love does begin with you first. Shower the feed with I love me. And then shower us with I am open and receptive to love. I am open and receptive to love. Put it out there in the universe. If you have a partner, someone you care for, a connection, I am open and receptive to love means that their love can flow to you more easily, and you are able to receive it with ease and grace, and of course you're able to give it forward to them. And then you can also say, I give love freely. For love knows no limits. It is infinite. I give love freely, for love knows no limits. It is infinite. How are you in your infinite love these days? I think it was the Bee Gees that sang, how deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to know. We need to know, how deep does your love run? We want it to run deep. We want to feel that energy. Because when you're focusing on how deeply and connectedly you can flow in the energy of love, you have no other choice but to receive the best possible love. But remember, love that is given from a wounded place to mask the hurt. Love that is given from a place of insecurity and a need to attract so that we could have, so we could validate ourselves, is also another tremendous pitfall that many of us fall into. We fall into the pit and we can't get out because we lose ourselves in our need to please, our need to overcompensate, and our need to convince someone we are worthy of love. Have you been there? Pop it in the feed. I've been there. Because I would imagine everybody at one point, whether you're coming on the rebound of another relationship or in an off time in your life, we've all done something a little bit because we needed something back, so we overcompensated. But love stands strong. Love is courageous. Love gets chiseled over time to form a unique picture. It cannot be predefined. It is something that is experienced and weathers over time, and its edges that were rough in the first connection begin to smooth as each person begins to know the other. And each person softens the sharp edges of someone because a trust is built, a union is formed. And where there is trust, love can go. Where there is faith, love can grow. And where there is an open heart, love is infinite. So for those of you who are asking, where's my love partner? I want you to commit to you. I want you to marry you, to honor you, to love you. Because when you come to someone, and when someone comes to you, you want to come whole. You're not looking for someone to patch the holes where the old pictures of your past life were hung, your past relationships. You don't need someone to spackle you and repaint you. You need to come complete. Now, we're always on a journey, so there'll always be areas that we are forever shifting and changing, becoming more whole. But never can we ever expect someone to, well, make up for our inadequacies. It's good to have someone balance us. Yes, it's great to have a partner who's different from you in some ways. So if you don't like to do laundry, they love to do laundry. If math is not your specialty, they know how to do that. There's a give and a take. We each bring our own unique talents to any relationship. And that's just not limited to love. That's also inclusive of friendships, also inclusive in our work relationships. We each bring our own unique talents to any and every relationship that we form. And each relationship that we have is just more love. And even those adversarial relationships that may pop up in our life, be it a love relationship gone sour, or a work relationship that's just uncomfortable. They all give us an opportunity to love ourselves more. So write in the feed, I love me. It's always good to write, I love me. I just looked down at one of the feed comments and Joy Christina Wright, I don't know what the conversation is it's going, but I looked down and she said, the saga continues. Well, isn't that the story? The story of life? What's a song from Love Story? Where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. Right? The simple truth about the love she brings to me. The person comes because they are full of energy and love, and you are open and receptive to receive, and you too are filled with the energy to give. And love does not have the need to control. Love does not have the need to convince. And except for the dance of when two meet, the little flutter of the hearts and the little back and forth of cat and mouse that begins, true love does not have to be chased for long. Right in the feed, I love me. Right in the feed, I am open and receptive to love. And my heart is full to give. My heart is full to give. We're talking love, and we got some love languages. Are you looking for your act of service? Are you capable of giving acts of services? Do you love physical touch? Do you love to give physical touch? Are you the person who likes to receive gifts or give gifts? Could you be the person who loves to give words of affirmation or perhaps receive words of affirmation? What is your language? How do you express yourself? And what would your ideal partner bring to the party? You know, when you're having a dinner party, I don't think we're having very many of them right now, but remember back in the days in 2019, 2018, 2017, and before, when we used to have dinner parties, and people would say, what can I bring? And sometimes you would leave it up to the person. You'd say, bring whatever you want. But then sometimes you'd look at what you have and you go, I really would love, and it's a confident person that can say this, you know, I really would love if you bring macaroni and cheese. That would just be wonderful. And whether the person knows how to make it, or they go out and buy it, ready-made, they can do it. Of course, there's nothing better than homemade macaroni and cheese. But people used to bring things to a dinner table. And they used to be a guest. Are you ready to sit and be a guest at the table of love? Are you ready to sip the nectar of the gods, the beauty of love, the energy of connection with Source, and all the physical experiences that are connected to it? We're free to do that. But we put these limitations on ourselves that don't let us be open to go to the dinner party and show up with our favorite dish and be our true, authentic self, because we're too worried about what people are going to think. Be you. Put it in the feed. I am free to be me. And remind yourself of that. I encourage you all, when this wonderful Sunday Funday is over, and I know we're going to have a really good time in our group reading in just a minute, but go back into the feed and take these lines that I am sharing with you and make them part of your daily mantra. Put them up on your mirror and say them every day. I am the woman who is drawing forth to me divine love. I am the man who is a magnet of attraction for love. Say it. Make it happen. And if you have a love partner, I am the person who's fully present in my loving relationship. And because I am fully present and I give of my time, which is another way of expressing love, by giving quality time with someone, spending time with them. Even if it's just a short time, because maybe in this busy world, but when you're with them, you have their attention, they have your attention. You are sharing quality time. You have to make time for these things. Otherwise, life is going to pass you by. And it goes quick. Or quickly, I should say. Be open and receptive to love. Love holds the key to everything you desire. When you come from a place of love, all your manifestations will come quickly, expeditiously, when you hold that open heart. And when the resistance that is around us, be it in the world, be it planetarily, we got some retrogrades going on. At least if you're centered in a place of love and you're in your energy of confidence, when that crazy planet Mars, which is the planet of war, that's retrograde, gets on your nerves and you feel that warrior inside of you ready to fight to the death, to stand up and be right, or you feel the conflict around you in a person or a situation, it is your groundedness in the energy of love that will let you stand up for yourself, but come from your place of love. Love is truly the answer. And we're going to tune in and see what we got going on for all of you in our group reading. We're going to do a general card reading for all of you. We're going to be answering your questions in the feed. Please be sure to leave me your birthday and your specific question. Of course, we're partial to love questions today, but we're open for any question. But if you want to ask about another, then we need their birthday too, because I got to tune in, tap in, and check them out for you so we can be sure that we've got a love match. So we're going to be on the Sarah Spiritual dating game, and you know, I've been tossing around us kind of pairing up some people and seeing how it goes, because we know a lot of people and really, really believe that love is the answer, and so many of you are just right there for love, but you're afraid to take that leap. So when we push you off the cliff, you better fly. Well, we're going to go to our open group reading right now. And of course, I've got Helena in the house, literally in my house. I don't know where Cleopatra is. We'll see if a little love kitty shows up. But is she sleeping? I don't know. But
she's been napping since I got here.
Well, Cleopatra, wake up. We got a show to do. And we are ready to connect with all of you. Helena, what's going on? We had a really windy, rainy, stormy day here in South Florida, and we didn't have any rain really yet this afternoon, so we're doing good for now.
I had rain up in Jupiter by me, but I'm feeling that Mars energy, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got your warrior goddess princess going on?
Well, I actually found out I have a load of Mars in my chart when I did my reading with Stacy, and it was kind of good timing because I needed to be prepared for this Mars retrograde. That's for sure.
We didn't want her spitting balls of fire out of her mouth, because if anyone ever seen Helena mad, ooh, doggy, we don't want to be there.
I've never seen her mad.
Oh, I've seen you mad.
But I mean, I don't remember.
Oh, now she's going to claim she blanks out when she gets mad. Oh, I'm not responsible. It was Mars retrograde. I don't remember a blessed thing.
It was the other Helena.
It was the other Helena. Well, you're a Scorpio, so you don't even have two personalities. So we can't even give you that, honey.
But I'm Gemini rising, so.
You are Gemini rising. That's true. You know, we do have some interesting things to tell you about astrology. We've got our dear friend. I don't know if she's watching us on YouTube, but we got our dear friend Stacy Holler. And she's really got a really happening gig going on for all of you. So if you're interested in learning more about your astrology, your birth chart, your natal chart, your solar return, she throws all these terms at me like I'm like Chinese, Japanese, I don't know, I don't know what she's talking about some of the times. But I do know Mars is retrograde and Mercury is about to go retrograde, so that's good enough for me. But we have solar returns, we have Saturn returns, so there's so much going on in the astrology world. But she has been working with astrology for 30 years, so we're going to leave her website, destinyinthestars.com, in the feed. I do hope you pop on over. Helena, tell everyone for just a second, before we go to our group reading, I'm going to start to shuffle up some cards.
Yes.
I'm actually going to pull another deck too. How was your reading? Just tell us about what it's like to get a session with Stacy Holler.
Well, I got a classic session, but the way she gives you your information, you know, you give her your birth time, where you were born, all of that, and that is like your code to where the stars were when you were born. And the way she lays it out for you makes it very easy to understand, especially specifically in the birth chart, who you are, why you're here, what's your mission, and it kind of just lays it out. And it was really cool. So I was like, I kind of knew all these things already. But then it also really gave me a heads up, because with all that Mars and Scorpio energy and coming out with my sarcastic remarks, I actually had some trouble.
Yeah, sarcastic? Never.
Oh.
Oh, darling, she could never be sarcastic. Oh, hell no.
Oh, and I could never be wrong either, so.
You can never be wrong. Yes, yeah. Gemini rising with the Gemini. I don't know how that's going to. We got 4 people in the room sometimes, which makes for a lot of good creativity. So I do say so. So,
Yes.
so you enjoyed it?
I absolutely did. It really helped me a lot, and I feel like I could use that with a lot of the things I've learned so far in your classes also.
Yeah, speaking of classes, we've got some good classes coming up, but let me just share with you. The one thing I've learned in all these years of doing sessions with people, one-on-one sessions, we've read thousands and thousands of people on national radio, probably 50,000 over these 11 and a half years. But one-on-one sessions, we're probably pushing about 20,000 different people. That doesn't include repeats. So I've had the ability to watch people grow and change, and it's been really interesting. And I've asked this question of Source. I've asked this question. Sometimes there are spiritual things that bother us. Sometimes there are childhood memories and things we've endured in our life that have given us a hold back in the energy of love. And sometimes it's a matter of timing, and we need the planets in just the right place. And there's other lessons we have to learn in this life, not that any of us want to hear that have to kind of unfold and take some priority so that when we get to the love of our life, we can truly enjoy it. So for those of you who have not found your love and you're not where you want to be yet, hang on, Snoopy, hang on, because it's coming. Love is here for everyone. I truly believe that. But as we become more aware of ourselves and understand the influencing factors, we have better tools to navigate them so we don't come from that wounded place, that victim place of like, I'll never find love. Like, if I had $1 for every time someone says, I don't know, sir, I don't think I'm ever going to find love. I'm like, chill out, it's coming. Let's see when. Just take a pill. Don't worry. I don't mean literally take a pill, but relax, chill out, chillax. It's all going to be good. You know, it's something that we really have to develop a certain patience, and that means there's something else we need to learn about ourselves. So I also pulled out my unicorn cards. I'm kind of feeling for this group. We've got a new card cam as well. We got classes coming up. Let me talk to you about forgiveness. If you haven't let go of your ex, let them go. But if you haven't forgiven your ex, forgive them. Forgive them. They know not what they do. They're just special. And that's why they are your ex. And sometimes we have hurts and wounds from... Are you laughing over there, Helena? Helena's cracking up like, forgive them. They're just idiots. No, that's why they're your ex. Just listen. You've got to all look at life from a different side and really learn to let it go. People make mistakes. They do. No one's perfect. We're imperfectly perfect. Nothing else we can do. We're creating God's perfect image, but he's laughing his butt off, let me tell you. He's like, oh, I hope these special people catch on real soon. So we have a forgiveness class on the 22nd. There's a meditation. It's how to learn to let go of the past and be free to be who you've come to be. I do hope you join us. The cost is only $11. And on the 29th, we've got Archangel Michael. It is a meditation. It is how to work with the Archangel Michael for protection and manifestation. And we're having a ceremony because it's the Archangel Michael party day. And normally we would have a 300+ people party at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, but we are on that. We can't do that right now, so we are having a virtual party. So I do hope you join us on the 29th, which is the Archangel Day. Let's party and raise the roof live at our SarahSpiritual celebration class. Hope to see you there, and that too is only 11. You know what? I have to talk about, so I'm just going to move these, Helena, out of the way.
I'm not revealing that cam just yet. Y'all get
Well, you're
ready.
about to, because I just got the most fabulous, fabulous card for the group, and it's in my unicorn deck. So this is my unicorn deck. Beautiful, beautiful. And the master card of the Master Magician has fallen. So look at that, Helena. Look how beautiful that card is. And I truly love this card because it speaks of, as it is above, it is below. You are all alchemists. You can all create the life that you want. That's the first card down for everybody. So those of you who want love, you can create love. You truly can create love. Love is your answer right here. It's a beautiful energy. I want to hold it up a little bit for you guys too. Let me see. She's like, not that high, Sarah Spiritual.
You can if you want. Get up close. Play with it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up the picture.
I'll stick it in.
There we go. Okay. It's like insert card. Okay, here we go. Does it spit out money?
Wait to remove.
Wait to the bell. Okay, we removed the magician. Anyway, this is the magician card. We're playing around with our new camera gadget here. So this is our unicorn card. I always think unicorns are lucky. But let's go to the group card reading. Who's ready for the group card reading? Put it in. I am ready. I want to know because we want to know. And tell me when you share the page. I love to share the love. Remember, how deep is your love? The way you show me how deep your love is for me, your act of service, is to take my act of service, these 2 hours that we give to you, about 2 hours on our Sunday Fun Day, which is technically my day off, by the way. But we give it time to you because we want to spend time with you. We want to party with you. We want to grow with you. And shoot, we just like reading people. So we're going to go to our cards. And we've got our Divine Feminine cards, and we're going to make 3 piles of our cards here. And we're going to take one from each. We're going to pick these cards up. First card down is the Enlightened Feminine. So we want to be in our feminine energy. We want to tune in to our enlightened feminine energy. We want to be aware and awake. We want to tune into this beautiful goddess energy inside of us. Be in your enlightened state because that is how you're going to attract the love partner that you want. And then we have Queen Esther. Queen Esther lets go of her ego and lets us know that she is here to be of service. Those who are of service learn to let go of their ego, which as humans is not always easy, but we learn to check it at the door so that you can truly be of service. And the last card is Queen Adrian, the mistress of the labyrinth. Her soul knows the way, and the only way out is to go through. Sometimes if you're not where you want to be, you've got to pass through that and just keep going. Sometimes we're in the maze and you have 2 choices. Turn around and head back, but then you're going back to where you came from. Or take your chance and continue through the labyrinth and through the maze until you get to the end. So sometimes we just have to keep keeping on and push through. So many of you here today, you're faced with a lot of challenges, and we all are, right? So we're looking to push through the labyrinth. We don't know what's on the other side. We just hope there's not more COVID, right? So we're like, no more pandemic, no more lockdown. We're trying to push through. And we know if we go back, it's not going to be the same anyhow. If you head back and if you say, God, give me back 2019, it's never going to be the same because we have this memory of what we experienced. And life is always going to be altered. And please don't say new normal because nothing's normal. We're creating a new divine energy, and there's an up-leveling in the spiritual way for each one of us. But we're passing through this maze, and it's time to just push forward and see what's at the other side, what's waiting for you. Your spirit guides, your angels, they're going to protect you. If you're in the energy of enlightenment, I promise you, you are going to know the exact right thing to do at the exact right moment, and everything will fall into life beautifully. If you're being of service and you're keeping yourself honored but looking out for other people, God is always going to take care of you. So trust that your guides and your angels are with you. Trust that no one can come between you and your connection with Source unless you let them. You are the keeper of your light. You are the keeper of the expression of God's divinity that passes through you for you to take out into the world. And that requires courage and perseverance. And at times, yes, you may feel tired. And a lot of us, the way the planet energy is, the way life has been, Lord, we're tired. But keep pushing through the labyrinth because this tells me that the goddess Adrian is right with us, bringing us this beautiful energy of love and attraction of that which we desire, but we've got to push through the tough times. And that's our Divine Feminine cards. And we're going to then step into our Mystical Wisdom cards. I truly love the Mystical Wisdom cards. They bring me a lot of information for all of you. And I just really can't get over our Magician card because that just lets me know that our master teachers are with us here. And we're going to just take from the top for this one. Money. Find a way to abundance. Money is coming for us. You know, money has been a bit of, I don't want to say an issue, but a bit of a interesting, creative experience for a lot of us during this difficult time, different time. But for some of you, you've been able to find the hidden blessings. Matter of fact, I spoke with someone recently who was sharing with me that since she's not going to stop at, you know, fast food to get coffee or something else, she's noticed that she was able to save some money. So there's a lot less money going out. So take a look at the money that you maybe frivolously spent in the past that now you're saving and you're able to have more abundance. And between your being aware and not maybe able to do what you normally do, which is not by choice perhaps, but by us choosing to acknowledge where we are and be fully present in the moment, we can recognize things that we can make adjustments with as we enter back into a different way of living our lives, and we can be much more aware. So money is very important, and also is confrontation. Well, oh my God, pick your battles wisely. So in the land of confrontation with Mars retrograde, we couldn't ask for a more appropriate card. You got to pick your battles. You can't just be like, "Rrr," and right there ready to fight with everybody. You've got to be in the energy of peace, got to be in the energy of love. You've got to look for the silver lining of peace and stick up for yourself by all means, but you do not by any means have to shut your mouth and not speak your truth, but you want to pick the battles that you fight wisely, because people are going to be highly charged. The energy is a little adversarial right now. So Spirit is telling all of us, watch it. Watch your words, watch your actions. And then the final card is sensuality. Express your sensuality. You know, and Venus is the planet of love, and that planet is, from what I believe, one of the planets that's a personal planet, and it's in this energy of being very direct and powerful right now. So we can hold on to Venus, and for a little while longer we can hold on to the communication of Mercury. And how powerful is it for us to talk about sensuality right here today? Your personal self-love, sensuality, your ability to express your love and your sensuality, so important in the ability and life of a true love experience. So we want to encourage you all to embrace your personal sensuality and express it to that person that you truly love and adore. So sensuality and tuning into that will be, again, a magnet to attract the right partner. For those of you who do not have your partner, you want to be tuned in and tapped up into your sensuality to be that true god or goddess that is going to be attracting love. So we have our wonderful mystical wisdom cards for everyone, and then we're going to tap into universal wisdom cards. I truly love these cards, and we are going to see what they have for all of us here. I love the fact that we've got choices here today, and this reading is seeming to match everything we were talking about in the opening. Be sure to put in the feed, I love me, if you're just joining us. Oh, yes, indeed. Put it in the feed. And we're going to take one card, and amethyst wings. So when I think of amethyst, actually I'll put it here next to the amethyst, I think of transformation. I think of the energy of taking flight and the butterfly and extending your wings and flying to new heights and transforming yourself. And then rest. Rest is so important at this time for us. We need to be rested and taking care of self. Self-love does require self-care, and you must care for self in order to create that love that you want. And in also to have a loving relationship with someone, we need to have the expression of compassion. Compassion is a powerful time. It's a powerful force of energy, and it's a powerful time to use the energy of compassion right now. So be a compassionate, loving being at this time. The universe is offering us all the compassion and love we need. We just need to be aware of who we are as a human being and how we can be more compassionate. And now we're going to pull our love cards, which is powerful little heart-shaped cards. And we're going to kind of pull them in a way that you get to see the picture and as well as the message. So the first card for our love language show is passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you. So we want to tune in and tap into our beautiful passion. Look at the beauty of this picture here. I absolutely love this. And then we're going to tune into sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship. There's a sacred union coming, and we're talking about relationships, and I'm so happy we have the two highest cards of this experience here. And the next card up is wait. Don't rush a relationship. People who force relationships and push them to the next level when they're not ready often have it blow up in your face, because if the other person isn't ready to be at the same level, if they're not comfortable saying and expressing the way you are, some people take a little longer to warm up. They have to kind of percolate a bit. So we can't keep pushing someone to tell us, you love me. Tell me you want to be with me. Commit, commit, commit. Some people need to just sit back and let it flow. So don't rush, don't push. We want to be patient in the energy of love. It's so important. So we've got 3 beautiful cards that we're going to close the group reading, because we're going to go to our personal readings where you get to ask your questions. And if you're just joining us, this is our Sunday Fun Day. I'm with Helena, and I am SarahSpiritual, and we are tuning in and giving you messages from Spirit, as we do almost every Sunday. We missed you last Sunday. It was Labor Day weekend, and we decided to just lay low for a Sunday and kind of just chill and have a good time and just take a little downtime off. So we hope wherever you were on Labor Day weekend, you took some downtime. And of course, you were safe and staying healthy at all times. So we've got some personal questions coming up. I've got cards. I've got my connection with Spirit. Just love to hear from all of you. Helena, do you have a lot of questions? What kind of questions do you have?
We got love questions. We've got all kinds of questions. Linda R is like, sexy cards. Ooh, yeah.
They are sexy cards. Yes, indeed.
And it's funny, there's a little bit of a convo in here. You'll have to go in on the way back. There were some words like passion and stuff like that that everybody was saying in the feed, and then the cards even confirmed what everybody was commenting.
The passion, the sacred union, everything we're wishing to create, right?
Even within the questions too, kind of, so.
Perfect, perfect. We love hearing that. So what questions do we have here in our feed?
I want to start on YouTube. I have Suzanne Bond on YouTube. She's been single for over 2 years now and understands that she needed to be. Will there ever be reciprocated romantic love in her life again, and who will he or she be?
So Suzanne Bond, very good question, and good to notice that you've been in the area of getting ready to be ready and in the receptivity mode. And you've also been clearing. And if I go back, Suzanne, I have to go back to a moment in time, and Spirit takes me to 2014 into 2015. And they tell me that at that time you were going through some transition in relationship then as well. And maybe there was an uncomfortable point in that relationship, or some feeling of not feeling appreciated and loved. So at that moment, we are still healing some of the aspects of relationship from 2014 into 2015. So when I spin this out and I move us forward into this 2020 time, which, oh Lord, what a doozy of a year it's been, of course it put a little bit of the brakes on the connection of relationship for you and your ability to network. But this year is a year for you to connect with other people. And we're going to just say this year is a continuation from the energy of what's meant to be for all of us. It's a continuation into next year. So whatever didn't get to manifest in the physical, it's not that we missed it, everyone. It's not that this pandemic took away from us opportunity. It gave us a better way to be prepared for what is truly meant to come for us. And so for you, Suzanne Bond, when I look at the energy and I take us into the month of February of 2021, which isn't that far off, we open up a portal of love and energy and connection with a significant someone who is going to be a nice vibrational match as far as partnership. And then where it develops will depend on where both of you are in your connectivity and your ability to be in self-love and gratitude and your ability to connect fully and authentically. So I feel like this energy around you is going to move you into next year through all the way into November of 2021. This is a really big portal, a very strong energy of love. And I do feel, if I can fast forward you, that I feel as if by 2024 there is I know it sounds far away, but there is a committed relationship that has already had marriage or a commitment, and we are like established and everything has unfolded. So we've got a very lovely journey coming through to 2024. So thank you, Suzanne. Love is coming your way, and I appreciate you following us on YouTube. Who else do we have, Helena?
We are going to go to Facebook, and on Facebook we have Brandy Bryant Johnson. Is there anything specific I need to change to be more aligned with my full potential?
So, Brandy, the first thing that I see here for you is being more and more expansive in the expression of self, more confident in the expression of self, and honoring self and healing some of the inner wounds from the past, and making sure that you've let go of what no longer serves you, and trusting that the universe has divine, potentially strong partnerships. And I say potentially strong because I see two people emerging. And from these two people, one is a better candidate. I know, how will we know, right? How do we know which one do we pick? I don't know, right? You will know because there's going to be a connection. There's someone who's going to come that's going to remind you of a past relationship. And it may take you a minute to catch on to that. And you're going to be like, no, I've been there, done that. And then there's someone who comes who offers you a whole different way of life, a whole different expression of love. And this is new and unfamiliar to you, and so you are curious, but at the same time, it hooks into your fear because this person is going to ask you to be truly intimate and authentic and raw in who you are. And because we've been in a state of a little bit of guardedness, it may throw you for a loop, and you may be like, well, why, and can I trust them? You're going to have to let your guard down, actually for both of these people who step forward, so that you really don't lose yourself in a partner who's going to be more of where we've been. And so as I move you into 2021, I go to the latter half of 2021 for you and say that by 2022, you are in this committed relationship for yourself and you have picked your person. So you are about, I'm going to say about 14 to 17 months away from that knowing who your person is, because everyone's always like, I need my person. Well, your person's coming, and you have two people to choose. And let me not make you feel as if there's a wrong choice here. One will just be a different version of a growing experience, and there's someone else who comes. So even if you engage in the person who's not your person, it's going to be more of a growth experience. But you may, because of all you've learned, choose to not step across that threshold because you're like, oh no, been there, done that, thanks so much, I'm not going to have any more of that. And you step back, and then it makes it easy for that person to come right to you, who is the better match, shall we say. So you're on a growth spurt, my dear. Good job. It is a year of expansion. And how deep is your love? Make sure your love runs deep for you, because that's where the magnificence of life is going to really unfold. Thanks so much, my dear, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to Candace Ann Rowe. She's asking, will I be living in my current apartment with my daughter long term?
No, I don't think you'll be living there long term. I feel like there's a better spot for you if that's what you're asking. I feel like you're okay and you're safe, and you will be. So if you have a fear or concern about the finances, don't put that out there, because I feel like you will be fine. But I also feel like there's an up-leveling that comes for you. So just trust that the universe is going to provide everything that you need. And your daughter, by the way, such a powerful little being. She is very personality plus, very expansive, very connection orientated, and she's just a little thing. But she really knows her vibe, and she knows what she likes. And so you can learn a lot from your little one, and just trust the process. I do feel like you'll be in this apartment for long term, but not forever, because there's something better that comes along. Thanks so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
I want to go back to YouTube.
Yes.
We have Julie Flynn. Julie's concerned about her relationship with her husband. She's also feeling a little lost with no direction. And where does life bring her?
So Julie, for you this year is, who are you? What does your soul come to do? Your purpose, your passion. So that's some of that lost feeling, like what's the meaning of life for you, and how are you supposed to create the life that you want? Which way do you live and direct your energy? So you're going through your own soulful meditation and metamorphosis and some reflection, as they show me. And yet your husband, well, he can be kind of strong in what his thoughts and his beliefs are. And I feel like you've been developing this wonderful energy of warmth as he runs a little cold. And so the relationship is going through this transformative time. You're transforming of your own right. And he, on the other hand, is trying to step into some personal power and make some powerful changes for himself. Feel like he needs to better himself, or wants to better himself, or wants something different. And maybe he hasn't figured it all out yet. So he's going through what seems to be more of a cerebral, analytical metamorphosis. And you're going through this metamorphosis that's more soulful and connected. The relationship is going through that ebb and flow where we're not on the same page right now. But I do feel as we spin you forward into next year, and I put you in the 3-month, which tells me the month of March, they make me feel as if by March we've kind of ironed out the bumps in the road and we can agree to be on the same page. Now, whether the feelings and relationship connection is still there is going to be up to both of you, as to see how much you choose to honor yourselves during these difficult yet standoffish times. Remembering Mercury's retrograde next month, remembering that Mars is retrograde, remember that some of the energy is a little dicey and strong. Remember the card we pulled, pick your battles, and then see how it unfolds. The relationship is going through a major change. Yours is a soulful one. Do the work within yourself. You'll know exactly where you're headed once you do the work. Who else do we have, Helena?
Next, we are going to go to Thomas G. on Facebook.
Thomas G.
He says, first off, good vibes towards a loved one who is in need of relief from physical pain. And secondly, what would be Spirit's main message for him regarding love and anything else that may be coming up?
Okay, Thomas G., let's see what we got going on for you. I'm going to pull a card for you, and the card we pull is Dreaming Landscape. So we need to dream the energy of connection on all the different levels, and we want to pull the energy of love for ourselves. But we need a dreaming energy. We need to dream that love that we want. We want to see it and feel it as it is. And then I'm going to pull one of my love cards. And when I pull one of my love cards, it gives me the energy of connection here for you. So I am pulling playfulness. So your love life needs a little bit more playfulness. There's time for love to come and grow for you, but you want to be in this energy of playfulness and have your landscape clearly defined in your mind so that everything you desire comes to pass. Thank you, Thomas G., for your Facebook question. We send good vibes to the person that you know who is suffering from some physical discomfort. Thanks so much, Thomas G., for joining us. And I do hope you join us for that forgiveness class. I know you're going to love that one. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go to Linda R.
Linda R., good to have you on board here.
Linda's asking, am I going back to my original jewelry job, or am I getting a new job or work too, like I was doing?
Good question. Right now, I tell you that this is a really good fresh start for you. If you go back to your original jewelry job, I somehow feel like you're going to have more than one job. There's something that makes me think of you having 2 jobs. There's something about the security of that and your ability to bow out of one if something doesn't work. I feel like there's a shift for you coming when I step into the energy of 2021, and you may have 2 whole new different jobs than you've had before. So the jewelry job just doesn't seem like it's going to be as busy or exciting or offer as much hours or connections. Something about it doesn't seem the same, which is why Spirit is saying, hey, make sure you have another backup job. But eventually I see you stepping out and doing something totally different in the 2021 time. So please step into the creative energy and write down some other things you'd love to do. Spirit is with you. Your guardian angel is most certainly with you. And I also see the energy of Archangel Gabriel giving you those messages and opening up your creative hat. You're very creative, so explore those possibilities. Thank you, Linda R., for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Let us see.
Take
I want to go to
unicorn cards.
Ooh, I like those. I'm gonna have to buy some. Miss Dawn Hawkins is asking, am I getting my unemployment soon, and will things change in my relationship because there's a roller coaster of confusion, hurt,
Oh, roller
and
coaster.
lost.
You know what? There is a roller coaster around you. So first of all, unemployment has been a little crazy for everybody. I was really lucky that Spirit gave us a really cool message for someone who was in a similar place, Dawn. They were not receiving their unemployment, and Spirit gave us the number 2, and believe it or not, 2 days later, everything came through for them. So we were eternally grateful to Spirit for giving us that message, and eternally grateful for God who helps orchestrate these things and helps us get out of these tough glitches here. Your unemployment, yeah. So I don't know what state you live in, but I feel like your state's kind of in a cluster mess for whatever reason. So they seem really behind the 8 ball. So I'm getting the number 7, I'm getting the number 10. I don't feel like it's 7 weeks or 10 weeks. We're going to say 7 to 10 days. I just feel like once this 7-10 day time passes, you'll either have it or you'll have word for, okay, it's going to be deposited in your account on this day. So be patient, pray, and we're all going to pray right along with you, Dawn Hawkins, that that unemployment check gets processed and handled before Mercury gets retrograde, so we don't have any other snafus. As far as your roller coaster of love, let me tell you this. This year is such an important time for you because you're supposed to be connecting with people who make you feel good. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. But this is making you feel hurt and wounded and really pulling up some childhood issues that really need to be healed. So, Dawn Hawkins, if this relationship is on this roller coaster, I strongly suggest that you open up your heart to put yourself first and love you first and work on you, and then we will see what happens on the outside with this partnership. I feel like it's going through a big change, and if you don't gather your courage and your true authenticity and love, it's going to become even more difficult for you to pull yourself into a state of feeling up and not feeling so lost. Ask Archangel Michael to help you and assist you in protection, and ask Archangel Raphael to assist you in the healing emotionally so that you do not carry any wounds. This relationship at this time is very unhealthy, and I feel as if it'll take at least 6 months for this to begin to shift and change. So in the meantime, focus on loving you. And the change may be the change in 6 months that brings it to a close once and for all. You may not want to hear that, but that's what's possible. Who else do we have?
We are going to go.
And just hit my mic for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hold on one moment. No audio there for a second. We're right back.
Yeah.
So.
All right, there we go.
Goodness. Carmen Lopez. She wants to know, did I find that real love?
Real love. Sometimes I get so excited I just choke myself up. Lordy, lordy. Carmen Lopez, ease on down the road. Carmen, I got to tell you that this is the time for you to, first of all, be revamping your career, your finances, and you've got yourself a really nice catch. It's a little too soon. There's a part of this person's personality that's very similar to you, so you kind of get each other. But there's another part inside of them that's significantly different. And that difference is where you're going to see if you can truly vibe with them. It's relatively new, Carmen Lopez, so I feel like this love will grow and you'll be able to see the true authenticity of it, and you will know more by November. We got to make it through Mercury retrograde with this one. So you both are very intuitive, kind of got your own little psychic connection going on. Like I kind of feel like you know each other from before. So I'm going to pull a card for you here. Yeah, we got the Page of Swords, which means there's some unfinished things that are happening around that person. And you got to be careful not to lose yourself in the energy too much, because you may kind of teeter over. Don't be foolish. Don't get carried away. I want you to be in the energy of just one foot in front of the other. Don't rush in. Fools go where the brave dare not, my dear. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So truly, there's a little bit of battle and strengths that have to be recognized in this relationship. So once you pass through the battle and the strengths of each partner, then we will know if it's the right connection. But I do feel confident that you're on the track to finding this divine love partner, and this is going to take us into the end of this year. You'll know more about this one in November, and then you decide if you're going to trade up or keep the one you got, Carmen Lopez. Thanks so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to go to Lourdes Solar on YouTube.
Hey, Lourdes.
She's asking, who is the spirit I have been feeling around me?
Male energy connected to you, feels like a husband, or feels like a husband energy, or a father energy. It's just got that male strong partner connection for you, and they're connecting to you to let you know that they are with you, and that in your question of am I going to be okay, that they are supporting you. So it really makes me feel as if it is someone who is older than you and someone who is connecting to you for all the right reasons of support. And the card that just flipped up for you, Lourdes, is the Chariot, which makes me feel like they're helping you feel balanced out. So this is important for you to understand that it's time for you to be balanced. So I get the sense that it is a male energy, and it feels as if it is father or partner energy. Thanks so much, Lourdes Solar, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
That was on YouTube, but that's okay. We're going to Marja Ann.
Marja Ann, good to have you here.
Do you see a new apartment or house for me soon?
I do see this as a year of balance for you, Marja, and it is a year of you understanding your connection with God, your balance in career, and your balance in your personal life. And when I look at apartment energy, something about December is strong around you, but I feel like you need to or want to make a change before that. So careful what you sign in October. So ideally we want to move into something for November, but December seems to have the stronger feeling in this. So I do see a new apartment coming for you, or a new house. So take your time in this choosing and watch on Mercury retrograde. Thanks so much, Marja Ann, for your question. Who else do we have?
We are going to go to, let's see here. We've got Miss Cheryl Cove. She says, my marriage is dead. Will I start a new relationship soon?
Well, if it's dead, bury it, honey, and keep it moving. Yes, there'll be another relationship. I feel like, Cheryl, you got to clean up in aisle 2, 3, and 4 first. But when I look at what's to come for you, when I look at love energy, and I look at where you are, this is a time of clearing and creating the new vibe of what you wish to attract. And so when I move you into the energy of 2022, I know not soon enough for you, I know, I hear you. But 2022, I feel like you are with a new significant other. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a journey, between now, 2020, almost completed, to 2022. So just trust the process, Cheryl Cove, and you know, don't keep the dead body in the ice box. Bury it, girl, and keep it moving. It's time for you to create new love. Begins with I love me. Put it in the feed, Cheryl Cove. I love me, and by loving you, you're going to attract the best partner ever. Thanks so much, Cheryl Cove, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, let's go to Miss Susanna. It's been a while since we've seen her.
Hi, Susanna. How are you? Where's Susanna?
In Croatia.
Croatia. Good to see you, Susanna. Thank you for joining us.
She's still dealing with her job not taking a work visa, and she's asking what will happen because her son will have to go to school without documents in Croatia, and he can't. What will happen?
Well, everything's slowed up and kind of hitting us all backwards here with all these documents and papers. I feel like your job is using your work visa circumstances to kind of stall because everything's not set with them. And I feel like your son does have to find some way to go to school. So I feel like this is going to take time. I can honestly tell you, when I look in the spirit world, I just see a blank slate of a holding pattern. So Spirit is telling me to tell you, be patient, trust the universe has your back, even though you don't have an answer yet. And just know that at the last minute in the perfect time, everything's going to work out beautifully. So just sit tight and ride through this uncertainty and stand in trust and faith, and God's going to take care of everything for you. I don't have any specificity for you on this one. I know it's like a tangled mess, but I feel like a lot of it is backed up papers from people just not being able to get to do their jobs in some of these governmental agencies because of everything going on in the world, Susanna. But trust this process. God's got your back. Thanks so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, we are going to go to Miss Anita Joseph. She's talking to a person. How do you see this friendship playing out?
Well, this person's got a good energy. They're ready to have a new beginning, a fresh start, Anita Joseph, and you're learning to take better care of yourself and kind of clearing up your own energy and trusting the divine. And I'm going to actually pull a love card for you, and the love card I pull is that this person represents you stepping into some divine freedom. So this person is going to be very freeing for you and opening up a new way of life for you. So I see this relationship as something that's very freeing. I don't know if it has the stay ability, meaning I don't know if it's a relationship that will stand the test of time, but be in the present moment. There's something very freeing about it. And I think, Anita Joseph, that's going to really kind of make you real excited, just knowing that you've got this really interesting connection. Seems like a very unique individual that you've connected to. Thanks, Anita Joseph, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
We've got Miss Danielle Thomas, and since we are talking about love, she says,
yes,
she has someone new in her life, and it's such a big difference in age. What can she expect with this new love?
Okay, I don't see that as a big difference in age, so I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but okay, if you think it's a big difference in age, I wouldn't mention that to him, because it does not seem to bother him at all. He is truly engaging in this connection with you, and it's really a nice experience. He's a bit of a free spirit. He really likes to be independent and creative, and there's something about you that's very easy to be with, and that's what he likes. So remember that. Now I know your strong personality, and do not let your fiery little being get too bossy. He likes a little freedom. He likes to know that you are connecting with him and being trusting, and that he can trust you as well. The interesting connection about this love connection is that there's a deep knowing of, I think I know you from before, so there's a purpose and a passion between this connection. So just live in the present moment and enjoy who he is. He can be a lot of fun, and I want you to enjoy that fun and allow yourself to let go, because you've had a guard up for quite a while. Thank you so much, Danielle Thomas, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Let's see here. Miss Pinky Bhatia. Pinky and the partner. There's an
Pinky
age
and the
gap.
Partner. Oh my God, I think that's like our next movie. Pinky and the Partner. Pinky, I'm not making funny Pinky, but it's just so cute. Pinky and her partner. Sitting in a tree, Kissing. Okay, so Pinky, we got you right here. So when I look at this for you, Pinky, I see, oh boy, he's an interesting guy. Very, very interesting, connective personality. Just very interesting. I feel like, oh my God, so there's an age gap. What is everybody so bent out of shape about age gaps for? And there's committed but can't see the marriage due to respective restrictions. Can I see what's in store for you? What is people worrying about? Why are you worrying about age?
I don't know. That seems a little crazy to me.
You know, there's a heart, and there's love, and there's connection, and there's divine people brought in your path. And I really feel, Pinky, that this relationship is a great door opener for both of you to experience this freedom to be yourselves. I feel like, Pinky, you haven't had a partner that lets you be you. And so we're not going to worry about marriage or restrictions right now. We're just going to trust the process that the universe brought the two of you together for a reason. And I pulled a love card, and the card down, I'm going to tell you, is, I'm going to put it over here, bam, romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. And then the next card that I have for you, Cupid's arrow strikes for you. The next card I have here is beautiful. Emotions are natural and necessary part of life. So you have to tune into the fact that your emotions are very real in this experience. And now's the time for you to step into that. And the next card I have, give thanks for the blessings of love that have come your way. Just give thanks and stop worrying about age. What's age got to do with it? Right? I mean, don't worry about it. It's all going to be fine. I know there's some things that you're worrying about in the details. Can we let the details work themselves out? Because when love is meant to be, all the details come together perfectly. Something's meant to be, all the details come together perfectly. So trust that. Who else do we have here in our feed?
Let's see here. I want to go to Angel 6.
Oh, Angel 6 wrote us a book report.
Hold on. I got it shorter over here. Hold on.
Okay. Let me just take a look at that one here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot going on in there. That's a lot of questions in there. So
she's just looking.
Let me see this one over here.
Yeah. We got her to shorten it up for you. She's looking for a message from her dad who passed, if possible. And if Thomas is her soulmate.
Okay, so Angel 6, first of all, Dad is cool. Cooler than cool. He may not have been someone who was supportive of your connection to spirit or your angel cards or your tarot cards. He may not have been someone who was like a part of that world. But on the other side, he's totally cool with this. There's no disappointment. He's like glad that you're connecting to spirit, glad that you're looking for insight, glad that spirit is with you, and glad that you're trusting that the angels can give you messages through a process such as using your cards and opening up your spirituality. You know, your dad is also very strongly around you, and I know that you miss him, and I know that his passing came a little too quick for you at that point, and I feel as if his heart is always with you, and you can feel him in your heart. You can almost feel his love. There's a song, "To make you feel my love." There's this energy of him. I can just feel his energy trying to make you feel his love right now, Angel 6. So if you're listening to the feed at this very moment, Just feel his energy wrapping around you, Angel 6, and feeling his hug to make you feel my love. And for you, I see this connection. You're asking about you and Thomas. Definite soulmate connection, definite we've been there, done that connection. I feel like the two of you know each other from another life. So I want you to be open and receptive to this relationship so that you can really, really enjoy your time together. Thanks so much, Angel 6, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have? Hey, Stephanie Briscoe. Stephanie Briscoe, this is really an important time for you because this kind of wiped your slate clean. If last year, 2019, was rough for you for personal reasons, and then you stepped into 2020 and went, oh Lord, I'm caught in a horrible matrix of craziness, it's okay. It all clears up in 2021, and I do see love coming for you in 2021, possibly by the end of 2020. This is a really empowering time for you. It's a time of self-love, self-appreciation, and your ability to recognize that you can attract love in so many different ways and being open. Stephanie Briscoe, I am going to pull a card for you from our Mystical Wisdom deck, and this one is talking about, oh, goodness gracious, I don't know what they want to tell you here, but they want to tell you about the 7 deadly sins. So you want to be careful not to lose yourself in too many external worldly things and just be rooted in your heart, because you don't want to lose yourself in the things of, 7 deadly sins, gossip, gluttony. I mean, the list goes on. I can't pull them up in my head fast enough. But these 7 deadly sins, you don't want to lose yourself and get distracted from your path of what is to come for you. So thank you, Stephanie, for that Facebook question. Love is coming 2021. Looking forward to that. Who else do we have?
Just looking quick in the feed. We got a lot of new friends. Welcome friends from Boston, Sweden, everywhere across the world.
We got friends in Sweden.
I saw Wayne Rodriguez earlier. What's up, Wayne?
And we got Romania. We've got, where else we got?
The moon? No, not yet.
Yeah, we're broadcasting in the moon. Yes, that's fine. Fly me to the moon.
Dear Elon
Let
Musk.
me dance among the stars. All right, who do we got here? Oop. Well, we got a message for the group here.
Oh.
Mary Magdalene, I am the bridge between the heaven and the earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Bam. Call upon the energy of Mary Magdalene to bridge that gap for you when you need some assistance, everyone. And we did just get some beautiful Mary Magdalene cards at the center, so I do hope you take a look at the Expedito Enlightenment Center if you're local. And we are working on a new website for the Expedito Center, so we look forward to debuting that soon as well. So much to do, so little time. Oh, good Lord. Who do we have here?
We have Kelly Ferraro.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. Yes.
Is there a move for Kelly?
What's Kelly's birthday, please? 7/3/60. Okay, so Kelly. Actually, there is a move coming for you. And I want to say November to February seems to be a powerful time for a move. So if you're ready to spread your wings and go in a different new direction, possibly even a different state, I don't know, there's like a fresh energy around you. This would be a good time for you to give deep thought and consideration and also start to make that move. So thank you, Kelly Ferraro, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have?
We have our new friend, Keith. Keith is asking, do you see a love in my near future?
Keith, the first thing that I am made aware of is that you've been through, feels like a little bit of a rocky time, transformative time. My little spirit guides go, Transformers. And I also see here the 9 of Swords. So that tells me the unicorn cards just fell, and they tell me that you went through your own heartache and despair here. And there is the Page of Cups that is bringing you this beautiful message of love. So yes, love is coming for you. And the Hermit kind of tells me that you've been like a hermit. You're spending a lot of time by yourself. You kind of reclusive in a way. But that has been transformative for you and restorative. And I'm also seeing that this Eight of Rods makes me feel as if you had to fight off some of your own personal issues and demons and hurts and pains. And through that, you are about to meet, and this is the final card for you, so I'm just loving this. You are about to meet your magnificent, let me put her right in the middle, Empress, which also represents rebirth for you, fertility, growth, passion, compassion. It's all here for you. This beautiful Empress is going to create fertile ground so that you can birth the new love of your life. So yes, my dear friend, you do have love coming. So get ready. I know you've been getting ready. It's been a kind of a interesting, uncomfortable time for you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we welcome you. Was that on YouTube? Where were we?
Facebook.
Facebook. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. I love my unicorn cards.
Next, we've got Miss Nicole G. Cowie down in Trinidad and Tobago.
Hey, Nicole. Thank you for joining us in Trinidad and Tobago.
Will she get her divorce and win the other case that her husband has against her?
Your husband, my spirit guides can't even say out loud the version of your husband that they are telling me we got going on here, Nicole. He is manipulative, conniving, dirty dealing. We got a lot of manipulation going on here. So, Nicole, you are going to get your divorce. For some reason, he wants you to, I feel like he wants you to suffer, and he wants to take something that's yours. So I don't know what you came into the marriage with or what you created, but he wants to take credit and take what's yours. Nicole, stand your ground, fight the good fight. I do recommend, and we'll put it in the feed if we can, that you pray from the book of Psalms. I want you to pray Psalm 32, Psalm 34, Psalm 7, Psalm 28, Psalm 27, Psalm 129, Psalm 65, and Psalm 23. Read those Psalms every day so that you can have victory in this court and you can have fairness and justice. And of course, Nicole, I would suggest that you call upon Archangel Michael, the angel of protection, and his celebration day is the 29th of September. We happen to have on Zoom, if you go to SarahSpiritual.com, we've got a beautiful ceremony we'll be doing. You might want to call upon that energy of Archangel Michael. It's going to take a little creative pushing on your part, but stand in the light of truth and justice. Your ex is being very diabolical and manipulating. Thank you so much. Woo, that's a rough fight. We send you much love and a lot of blessings to help you get you through that. Who else do we have here, Helena?
We've got Nat Nat. Do you see love for Nat Nat and her new love interest?
Your new love interest is intricate, complicated, passionate, a little intense. But I do feel like you're up for the challenge. And I feel that as long as the two of you can stay in a even vibe where he doesn't feel like he has to outdo you, we're going to be doing well in this relationship. I do feel that it's someone who is looking for something kind of solid. Something about his last relationship makes me feel as if he might not have everything out of just settled up or completed, and it may not be legal, but there may be some bond or tie to the past relationship, something that he's still kind of working through that. So a little patience might be necessary in this relationship. But Nat, I want you to just enjoy this connection and know that there's a lot of passion and a lot of strength that he brings to the table. Thank you, Nat. Keep us posted on this one. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye for now. Who else do we have?
We've got Miss Stacy Ross. Looks like she wants a spiritual checkup. She wants to know how her lungs are functioning.
Well, Stacy Ross, I am not a doctor, so I can't quite give you much information from a medical perspective. But I do feel that you need to put balls of light in your lungs and look at little particles of light, almost like fireflies, and see yourself breathing in these particles of light of fireflies, because I feel like there's still a little expansiveness that your lungs can have. I don't feel like you're at complete capacity, can't make a diagnosis, but I do feel with the help of Archangel Raphael and some light energy therapy, this is going to be better for you. I feel as if, and I don't know if it's like asthmatic or something, but there's a tenseness or like a stuckness in the lungs that we're looking to expand so that we can kind of clear out and breathe out. Thanks, Stacey Ross. We send you healing and ask the angel, Archangel Raphael, to be with you, to give you the divine healing that you need. Who else do we have?
Next, we are going to Cassandra DeSante.
Yes.
She has a huge life decision to make concerning 3 separate locations, each positive in its own way, but she wants to make the best choice for the long run.
Yes, and the long run has been in the long run, and you've been trying to make this choice for quite a while, Cassandra DeSante. You want to find the place that brings you the most peace and comfort and takes care of everything in your environment so your environment can thrive. That includes any pets and animals that you may have. So this is the choice that you have, and it's time for you to be free of where you are, and the move is necessary for you to expand. Keep us posted on this. This choice is going to come soon, my dear, so be ready for that change. We want you to land firmly on your feet so that everything is good. Thanks so much, Cassandra DeSante. Ask the angels to help you in picking between the 3. Who else do we have?
Next, we have Denise Danilo.
Yes, Denise.
She says, is my love interest with birthday of 6/16, he has a swing.
You know, Denise, he's got some good energy to him, but, I'm not quite really 100% that he's your guy. I feel as if you need to let this unfold a bit. I feel like it's a little too soon for you to really connect with someone of substance. And this is going to take a little bit of time for you to really explore him. But something about him doesn't feel as authentic as I know you would like it to be. So Denise, take a step back and just explore getting to know him before you really dive full deep into the deep end of the pool. Thanks so much, Denise, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have for us here in our questions, Helena?
We are going to Thomas Pylon.
Yes.
Is there a new job coming for me?
You know, Thomas, first of all, you're born on Archangel Michael's day, so that's a beautiful time for you to be born, and it is a beautiful time for you to really step into finding a new job as well as a new career. So there'll be a shift in the work that you do. Something different is coming for you. It may not be completely different, but there is a shift. And I want you to trust, Thomas Pylon, that this is going to come probably in, feels like 6 to 8 weeks is kind of when this new job comes for you. Keeping in mind some of the hiring practices from some people have been slowed up by this pandemic. And here we have the 4 of Pentacles. So I do see that there's money coming for you. And as you look at the money, you still always have some money extra. So there's going to be money for you. We're going to have abundance right there in your hand and some money around you to use. So I feel like there's increase financially coming for you for this particular job. We're going to take a minute to change our sets. So I hope you stay with us. We're going to be back to you in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. We're going to play you one of my original songs. And then when we come back, speaking of music, speaking of originals, we're going to be at the piano. We're going to give you some music. We're going to give you some lights, camera, action. And we're going to share with you some healing. And you get to pick the topic for the song. I can't wait to write some love songs with all of you. If you want a spirit-channeled love song, don't go anywhere, everyone. Hold on to your hats. Spirit and I are going to be right back.
Love's open door. the world differently, where one heart can go. Look beyond the years gone by, and all the pain that passed us by, and we will be together, you and I. And when you look out to the sky, remember love can pass you by, and it's time to look behind the years you lost. Everyone has a story. Everyone feels the pain. Everyone has been hurt before, but love can be the open door. So look at me now and open up, and let the words come sure enough that you can feel just what you want to say to me, and let the day take us where we When I close my eyes, I want to dream with you. Oh, love, when I awake, I hope you hear my words. I love you. Oh, love, I want to be with you. I want to ride the winds of life. I want to soar away into the moonlight of life. Love, I want to be with you all my life. I want to be with you, love. Yes, how many people want love in their life? We're writing you songs here on our Sunday Fun Day. So what do you got going on there, Helena, in our messages?
Letting everybody know to type in a word, a phrase, or a question, and Sarah will use these to write a beautifully, instantly downloaded song from Spirit, music and lyrics, just like that.
Just like that. Yes, indeed. So what do you got?
Are you ready for this one? Love will find a way.
Love will find a way. Yes, indeed. What else we got?
I found my sweetheart. Twin flame love, unity, and oneness.
All right, we're there. We'll see what we're going to come up with. When the roads are down, when the jam breaks, when I lost my way, I know love will find me when I'm down and the world is tumbling round. I know love is still gonna find me, and when my life begins to change now, I'm not gonna worry, 'cause love's gonna find me. And when my path is clear now, I know love's gonna find me. Oh, there may be times when I'm feeling lost and alone, but I don't have to worry, go, no matter where I look, love will find me. No matter where I go, love's gonna find me. Love's gonna find me. What else do we have, Helena?
Oh, yes. Miss Andrea Lewis said, I love you to the moon and back.
Yeah.
Sonny Carr said, I love you more than love my love. And Anita Joseph thinks every day should be Sunday Fun Day.
Listen, we would do it if we had the time.
Oh, yes. Miss Iris said, hug. Francis said, blessings. And Ella said, treasure your heart. I also have Allison Barker McKinney. She says, I'm ready for my husband. Will he show up soon?
Yeah. Where is he? Hiding somewhere? Where's that husband? Oh, yeah. I know there's someone for me. I know they're coming. No matter what I do, the man I love is coming through to me. Dear husband of mine, I know you're out there somewhere. Just open the door so I can see you, my forever after, my forever love. Oh, husband of mine. What else do we have?
Is it really love? From Miss Joy Christina. Anita's looking for some love, unity, oneness, unconditional love. Love loving you and feeling your love deep in my heart. And love, you are my everything.
Whenever I'm with you, I feel your love. Whenever I see you, my heart skips a beat, and I know that I will feel you. Tell me, is this love? I wanna be in love. Oh, I wanna know if There we go. What else we got?
Love engulf all of me.
What else?
Miss Isabella Fox says she sees divine beauty within me and shares it freely for the greatest good, and she feels a twin flame coming. She destined to divine connection.
What else we got going on?
Let's see here. Love will find a way. And Francis is feeling a little cloudy with different emotions. Kind of not sure which way to go in life. Ooh, we also got some spontaneous and passionate love.
Well, we're going to see where we can go with this. Play around with the speaker a bit for me so I hear it a little better. Somewhere out there, there's another piece of me. Somewhere out there, there's the other half of me. I wonder where it may be. I wonder who it may be. Somewhere out there, the other piece of love resides. It comes and goes with the tides, but never stops for me. Somewhere out there, the universe has mastery, a perfect love of destiny. Somewhere out there, the sea. I'll turn the world around, looking for unity. For somewhere out there, another piece of me resides. The other part of my inside, the other piece of light is waiting for me somewhere out there. My true love resides. For all my twin flame peeps, there you go. We got some true love divine in here. What else we got, Helena?
Oh, yes. The soul knows the way always. You give me joy, and love wraps me with its fiery arms. And your love makes it all worthwhile.
The soul knows the journey, the soul knows the way, the soul knows the reason, the soul knows who we are. The soul knows the answer to every question we have. The soul knows the reason why we are. Oh, the soul knows the reason why we are here. The soul knows the season of life and everything we are. The soul knows everything there is. The soul knows the journey. The soul knows who you are. Ooh. Let's work on some healing, Helena. We're going to tap into some energy. Everyone take a nice breath. We're going to tune in and tap in to where we need to be. Hallelujah. together now. Let your body heal. Feel the light of the sound travel through your body. Remember that you are love. Remember that you are light. Remember that everything you desire is truly right there for you. What's your love language? How do you express love? How do you receive love? Let's live a life of love. Let's share the light of love with everyone that we know. Trust that everything's going to be okay. We're going to be talking about your soul journey this Wednesday on WWNN, 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. You can catch us on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're wondering, hey, what's my mission? We're tuning into Mission Control. Yeah, we got to take off on our starships because it's going to get a little rocky here on Earth. And we need to know our soul plan so we can step into our destiny. I hope you join me Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right on WWNN and right here on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing time and space with us. We truly appreciate you, and thank you so much to Helena for helping us along this journey. We sure hope you enjoyed your messages. Stay tuned. We've got so much more coming. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual. We are